welcome back to my channel. I've been trying out a new foundation and something really light and easy for non-work days. So on the weekend, if I'm just, popping out to the grocery store, doing something really easy and I feel like I need a little bit of help with my skin, something that is just lightweight, nice to wear. And this is the Laneige Cushion Foundation, and it's actually called the BB Cushion Pore Control with SPF 50 Cushion Foundation. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Cushion foundations have really been making a really massive impact in the Western community. I first heard about it obviously from kind of Eastern Asian cosmetics, especially coming in from China and Japan and Korea. And Laneige is a Korean brand. It is, and this is apparently made in Korea as well. So my experience with cushion foundations have been that they're usually quite pale. They're much more suited to fairer skin tones as opposed to mid or darker skin tones. And I think because it's become such a interesting item and a lot of people has been getting interested in cushion foundations, that a lot of the Western brands have started producing cushion foundations and in various shades. So it's actually something quite exciting and something that I've been really getting into. What I wanted to do was actually to try the original kind of Asian skin cosmetics brand Types Cushion Foundation and then see how they compare to their Western counterparts. So the first one that I picked up was from Laneige. I got this in when I was in Singapore and it was actually really difficult. I tried various different brands and I tried the testers and most of them had one or two shades and usually really pale. And I think this particular one from Laneige actually had multiple shades. I think, where did I pick this up from? I think it was the Singapore Sephora, and they had actually quite a few different shades, I think up to 7 or so, and this is actually one of the darker ones, much darker ones. And even then I kind of felt like I wasn't quite sure whether it will suit me, so I bought it anyway. It looked like to be the closest match to my skin, and I've been using it on and off for several months now, and it's been an interesting experience. So the shade I got is 33 in Cinnamon, and I think this is the second to last darker shade that I had. The last shade I thought was a little bit too dark for me, but upon using this I'm actually not quite sure. So I'll show you what the cushion foundation looks like. It basically looks like a little compact. It has a mirror in there. It's got a really it's got a really pretty packaging. I don't know what this is called. It's like light blue cover, and it sort of just glimmers when the sun hits it. This is what it looks like. It's got like a little rainbow shift to the packaging, which I think is really cute, and it's just all white. The cushion foundation does come with a spare, so it came with another cushion that is in the same package, and I think I ultimately ended up paying, I'm not sure how much I ended up paying, like anything from like $30 to $35, maybe $40 for it. I need to check and I'll leave details down below. So packaging looks like this. It comes with a cushion, obviously, a little kind of pad that you can actually use. This feels quite soft, and it's got a little bit of a, I don't know what this feels like. It feels like a cottony, very silky pad, and it looks a little bit like this. I haven't been using the kind of little cushion that they've included. What I've been using is a beauty blender. I find that works really well for what I want. I've also tried using a brush. It's just a flathead kabuki brush, and I absolutely hated using the brush. It didn't really pick up a lot of product. It didn't really spread the product well. So anything, I think you kind of need something that's actually a little bit sponge-like to work with this. And then it has a little cover just to protect the cushion and prevent it from drying out. And you open it up and there's actually the actual cushion foundation. So this is what it looks like. It's got an interesting texture in the cushion that looks a bit like this. And when I opened this the first time, it was already like pre-soaked with the foundation. That was the shade that I saw. And with the tester, I just dabbed a little bit of product on my skin and tried to test it out. So this one pretty much looks like this. The cushion feels quite spongy. I'm already picking up quite a lot of product with my fingers, so it looks a little bit like this. Is quite a wet feeling. And if I just kind of spread it, if I spread this in the back of my hand, you'll understand what I mean about the shades. It's just a little bit paler than expected. So I've just swatched that. Again, it's really lightweight, just a little bit, really easy to sort of just pat on and spread as well. And there you go, that's what it looks like. So can't really show you the coverage just on the back of my hands, but I have the cushion foundation on today. I think it's definitely a light to medium coverage. You can sort of build it up. So I usually go in twice with my beauty blender and just go cheeks to cheeks, forehead, and then the rest of my face. And I think I get a fairly okay coverage. Just for the weekend, if I'm going out, I don't really need to look completely covered or my skin look completely just doll-like. So I can definitely still see my skin. It is a very dewy finish, and even if it's cold, so it's meant to be pore control, so I think it's meant to be geared towards oily skin girls, but I can definitely see it's not completely matte. It has got a very, very dewy finish. I can definitely see the shine even without a highlighter on, and it's got a very distinctive scent to it. It kind of smells like foundation, but not like old person foundation. It's kind of lightly, it's not particularly floral or fruity. It is a little bit sweet. I don't quite mind the scent. A lot of foundation have scents anyway, and this one kind of dissipates once the product is on your skin. In terms of lasting power, I definitely don't find that it lasts throughout the day. The makeup is pretty much rubbed off after maybe 5 hours or so, but it's definitely a type of product that you can continue to pat on and build the coverage. So I think that's the best bit about cushion foundations, is that you can take it with you. You can use the little sponge that they give and continue to build out the coverage and put on foundation wherever you need it. So I tend to just kind of use this on in the morning and duck out to the grocery store, come back and take my makeup off. So it's pretty easy. When I want slightly fuller coverage but still want the lightweight feeling, I simply put on a little bit of concealer on top on the areas that I really need it. I really like using the Nars, I think it's called the Nars Creamy Concealer. It's the one in the kind of stick form. And so I'll just put that sort of across my T-zone, a little bit under the eyes, and that gives me just enough coverage to still look really, really nice, but have that lightweight feeling that I'm not wearing too much makeup, and that's just worked out really well. In terms of the color match, I think it's about as close enough to my skin tone. I do feel that the other one was going to be a little bit too dark, but it is definitely very, very pale. I feel like I need a little bit of bronzer just to not look too dead, and so I'll follow up with a little bit of bronzer just on my cheeks, a little bit of blush as well, and that's pretty much like an easy, really easy look. So I don't know whether I would repurchase. I do find that I like the product. I'm not too sure about the fact that it is a cushion foundation and I'm kind of dipping in, you know, my beauty blender or the sponge or the brush, and it could kind of build up a lot of bacteria. So I'm not quite sure what I think about that. And I haven't been using this long enough to find out whether it dries out quickly, so I'll continue using it. I think it is a solid product, especially if you're into cushion foundations and you want something that is just really lightweight, very, very easy coverage, and actually come in multiple shades. It's one thing that's just really been missing in Asian cushion foundations because they tend to be geared towards much paler skin, and often their range is like 1 or 2 shades, which looks almost similar. So I really like this. And I have another cushion foundation that I'm really looking forward to trying. I think it is a Lancome one. So I wanted to try a Western brand and see how that performs and how it differs from Laneige. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. It's a fairly quick one. I just wanted to show you like my impression of the Laneige BB Cream Pore Control cushion foundation. Overall thoughts, I think I will continue using it. I will try the other one, and whether I would repurchase kind of is up in the air, but I think it is a solid product. And if you like this video, please remember to click the like button down below and click the thumbs up sign. If you're new to my channel, really appreciate and is very grateful that you subscribe to my video. I like to upload videos once a week, so let me know down in the comments below whether you've tried cushion foundations, whether you like them, whether you prefer the old style foundations that you work on with a brush, or you know, what other types of products do you like. And I'll see you next time. Bye.